Hello guys, I am back in the channel. Today I'm doing a review of a film, guys. It's a 2024 movie which is called Rebel Ridge. I can say that it's very interesting movie about, basically I will just put it blank to say that it's about racism that is being shown to the main character, and it's a racism against police and being black in America. I feel that it's a movie that basically, with all the stuff that has been happening with Floyd and everything that has happened in America, I feel like it's a movie that most Americans, they can relate to it. I don't know about other countries how it is, but here in South Africa, not much with the police. We can't relate it in that dimension with the police, but racism itself, it does exist. So we can only relate it on that aspect. It's a nice movie, guys. Before I get into it, I'll just tell you the cast. It's acted by Aaron Pierre. He's a new actor. I don't really know much about him. He was acting as Terry Richmond. And a lady who was also acting as an sort of an attorney. Her name is Anna Sophia. She was acting as Summer McBride. And the captain, which is the chief of the police station, was his name was Sandy, and his real name is Don Johnson. Those are the three main characters. Apart from that, there were other officers and basically other officers, and the person who was acting as a judge. We didn't really get their names. I didn't really look at them because they didn't play that much on the story. So the movie, guys, it started with Terry as the main character driving his bike, or rather riding his bike, and then he was playing music, and then the policeman just bumped him with the police car at the back, because he said that he have been calling for him to stop and he was not stopping, which was a surprise. That why don't you just drive past him? But he couldn't, because the bike was just in the middle of the road, basically. It seemed like it was just a normal, I can say reasonable to say that you are driving a bike in the middle of the road and you have headphones, and we have been trying to stop you, you were not stopping, so we rather just take you down. It sounded normal. It was acceptable to me, up until they start to ask to search him, in which when they search him, they found a bag of money, and then things started escalating there, because they started suspecting that it may be drugs money. Therefore, they're gonna have to take the money only and not arrest him, which was very surprising. And then they end up taking the money, guys. He tried to negotiate with them to say that I'm going to use this money to bail my cousin, in which the cousin's name was Michael, who didn't really play much of a role in the movie, but he was basically going to bail his cousin out of jail. The cousin was arrested for something that he was suspected that he have done. So, guys, the movie then escalated for Terry. He didn't have a place to stay, because it's like he moved from a state to another state to go to bail his cousin, as I said. So he was staying in the middle of the jungle, because he was an ex-military personnel. So he didn't mind to do that. He was riding a bike, as I said. He didn't have a car. So he then tried to go to the police station to open a case against those police, And then because it's one of those states where it's like in the middle of nowhere, it's a small town where everybody know everyone. So he tried to go to open a case, and he even said the policeman, one of the policemen that was there, was also just working in the police station while he's opening a case. They therefore also called the chief to say that he must just rather deal with this issue. And then the chief said that, you know what, we have take your money, and we can't help you. Just go and tell him all the procedures that have to be done. You have to go to court for him to get the money back. And so he was sent into this long spiral things that he have to do. So they refused for him for them to even open a case for him, and basically just insult him and shove him off. He then went to court and tried to say that, guys, the money was taken by the police, so basically it's in your hands as people of law. So rather just get my cousin out without me paying. Even that didn't work. That's where he also meet Summer, the lady who ended up assisting him. So he tried to talk to the court. They refused. Went back, sleep another day, came back and tried to talk to his partner to say that help me out with 10 grand, $10,000 for me to bail out my cousin. The partner at first, he said that he will help him up until later. Seems like the police already got to him, and he was like, you know what, it seems like this thing is bigger than me, I can't help you anymore. Things escalated between Terry and Cindy, which is the chief officer. It really escalated up until they were one-on-one with each other, talking to each other to say, let's make a deal. Just give me only 10 grand to bail out my cousin, and I get out of your town. In which the captain was like, no, you can't come and make demands in my station, so just go off. I won't be able to help you. So he tried everything, guys, to be reasonable to them, up until he had to use his skills. And at first they were not aware that he's a military person, but they sooner found out that he's really good. And he started fighting in the police station, taking them hostage, took only the money that he made a deal with of 10 grand, and go and bail out his cousin by the assistance of Summer. And then she helped him quick, and she already knew that there are other cases that they were being unfair of taking people's money, and say that it's drugs in these traffic stops that they make. So she helped him to bail the cousin, and then immediately when he's done doing that, he also got arrested because he had caused a chaos, as I said, in the police station. I'll try to be just maybe a little bit quicker to give this a review, because I don't want to make it too long. So he then, as I said, he got arrested. He then went back. They went with him to a hospital, which they then said that for you to hear what we are about to tell you, we'll have to uncuff you. So they uncuffed him. And then once they uncuffed him, they explained to him that your cousin was badly stabbed, and he was very angry to say that, you guys, I told you that my cousin is gonna be, something is gonna happen bad to him if I don't bail him out quick. And then you guys, you refused. And then when he went to check him out on the hospital, he found him dead. So obviously even the police, they already knew that he's already going to die. And this chief, it was funny enough that now he was like, you know what, let's make a deal. We'll buy you a truck, get out of town, don't ever come back here, and we'll give you 26,000 of yours back. And it was like, you guys, now all of a sudden you are giving me the money and all that, up until they tell him that his cousin is stabbed, which it was their fault, obviously. and they didn't want anything to get back to them, so they were like, get out of town, don't come back, otherwise we'll deal with you. So he just took the money, took the truck that he went and buy it, because he had told them initially that he just want to buy a truck, go with his cousin, go live their life elsewhere. So he ended up going to buy the truck and try to leave town. Unfortunately, the chief already knew that Sama was already involved in this matter, because remember I said that she's the one who bailed him out of prison. So they knew that, you know what, she's a loose end. She knows all the other cases. She wanted to investigate us, so she knew other cases that we did the similar thing, and she's gonna get us in trouble. And she's a law person, so she's practicing. She's about to start really practicing and becoming a lawyer, and we can't let that happen. So they went and drag her, trying to set her up so that when she wake up in the morning she will be having drugs, and then in employer they will say that, you know what, you cannot practice anymore because you have used drugs, which is reasonable. I feel like in America they are very strict when it comes to people using drugs and wanting to practice law, which I doubt that in South Africa they even check anyone if they are using drugs, or went in the courtroom drunk or anything like that. I feel like they don't have machineries or technology to monitor, to check that. So guys, he was leaving. Terry was already leaving. He then got called by Sama to say, I'm now in trouble, come help me please. So he went rushing back to help her, because she also helped him to pay the bail. So he rushed to go to help her, and when he got there he found out that she have indeed been drugged. She was in the bathroom trying to wash it off, and then she was very worried that now her career is gone. So they tried to go back to where she worked in the courtroom, and found, trying to look for other cases so that they can pin on these police guys. And then when they got there they found out that the police has already went there and tried to flooded all the case files, to make sure that they destroy all the evidence. And when she was there, she also tried to went to look for her own urine samples that was going to be used to test for her own drugs, so that she can also erase her own evidence. And that's where they caught her. And then Terry was the one who was fighting to rescue her. He finally got her rescued, and finally caused way too much chaos for the police station, and even end up getting the chief into big shootouts in the police station with all those other officers that they were standing with the chief. So it is a very interesting movie. I won't spoil the ending. I feel like I just have to encourage you guys to go watch the movie. I can say that for me, it's a movie that I can give it a 5. I won't rate it that high. A 5 out of 10. I feel like it's very fair for this movie. I know that many people, they when I check the ratings, it seems many people like it, but for me it deserves a 5, only because it's an American movie that I expect Americans to start really putting in the work and produce something that is very unique. And I feel like their stories, it's like the directors and the writers are running out of ideas of what to do next, because really honestly other countries are really clapping them when it comes to nice movies. Korea is coming up, China is coming up, France is coming up. I mean, under Paris was very nice. I did a review on that. So there are nice movies that are being acted elsewhere. And also the other movie that I also didn't do a review of, maybe I will do it. I'll check if I can still do that review. Is the one of Spider Woman. I just forgot the name of it. It was also a very nice movie. So I feel like Americans are really being lacking. They are lacking. They are being behind when it comes to releasing good movies. So I'm not saying that this is a bad movie. I'm saying for the standard that they have set already, they can do better than this. They must keep going up rather than just making a movie that is sort of standard. So, guys, you can watch a movie if you don't look at it in the way that I did. You can really enjoy the movie. But the way that I looked at it was like, compared to the movies that they already released, they can do better. So yes, subscribe to the channel, and let's keep growing. Comment, let me know how if you've watched it, let me know what kind of a movie is it for you on the comment section, and share the video with other people so that we can keep growing, guys. We'll meet on the next one. Cheers.